Okay, so the Severne foil range was around about a year and a half late to the party, and there's good reason for that, and that's basically because Ben Severne commented way back when. He said that the early gear, that when you got on it and you were trimming it and sailing it, you were full of nervousness, and it was almost like a nervously trimming it, hoping to God all's going to go well, which isn't particularly pleasant. And he wanted to make sure that the gear that they released was all about putting a smile on your face and enjoying what you're windfoiling, rather than just grimacing it and going, God, I'm going to get through this. So here we have it, Severne windfoiling kit from the Alien foiling board, the brand new Predator, which we're going to talk about today, the Foil Glide 2, and of course what it's all based around, the Red Wing foil. So we're going to talk about each individual part of this, and then we will do separate videos on each individual one. But let's come down from there, and we're going to start looking at the boards, beginning with the Alien. So the Alien board, made in 125, 115 and 105 sizes. This board was the first board that Ben produced specifically for foiling. Okay, it's not a board where I get a lot of questions about, can I use it as a slalom board as well? No, it's a dedicated foil board. And there's 4 elements of this board which make it as good as it is. This is the board I use, that's why you're going to see bits of dirt on it in here and there. So, but there's 4 elements. It's basically the back end, the front end, the foot strap arrangement, and the deck shape. And we're going to talk each one of those individually. So if we kick off with the back end. Okay, so one of the key things with foiling is that you've got to get the board up onto the foil as early as you can. And so they've got a lot of volume, as you can see at the back here. Okay, that's basically so that you can get your feet in the straps very early and then pump it and drive and up the board very quickly. And underneath here at the back we have the cutouts. These are also there to aid getting up and foiling early, specifically designed for that purpose. So the back end has a deep tuttle fitting, but again specifically for foils. Big wide gaps so you can get the wide nuts in there as well. And also notice the very flat foot pads here. So the second thing that Ben wanted was a lot of front nose lift, rocker here, look here. And the idea of that is with this really big bend here, and look, these big shoulders, look how wide they are, and soft rails, is all about when the board lands in whatever state, it lands smoothly. So even if you, when sometimes it gets out of shape and the foil rocks up like that and then goes down like that, it will hit these shoulders and it basically knocks it flat, and the likelihood is it'll actually take it up so you can rebalance it. So a lot of rocker here is designed to make landings very easy, and it also cuts the water line as well, to again, it's making the board short, making it quicker to get the foil up. The third element of the Alien is the foot straps. So the key things is one, the pads are very flat. I think we've already just covered that. But the other thing to bear in mind is where the pads are mounted. Okay, that they're mounted slightly in, so they're on the outside, but they're also slightly in to make free riding more comfortable. But also, and you can see in this particular one, I actually use this board with only the foot straps on the front. That's just for my comfort. But also, the foot pads are directly over the edge of the foil. So if you drop down and look at where the foil is, the pads are there. Look, straight over the edge of the foil. What that means is you get an awful lot of control on this board. It's very controllable, which is why even when things go wrong with a Red Wing coupled with an Alien, it happens slowly. It gives you time to be able to either get off, eject, or get it back in control. So that's the other thing with this, very controllable. And the last thing we have, if you keep looking, is the deck shape here. Okay, this has got a slight concave. Why? Because when you want to get upwind, you'll tip the board up like so, okay, and tip it into the wind. The wind gets into this area here and applies mass foot pressure, which keeps the foil down, gives you stability. So the 4 elements of the Alien, and the board is very light is the other thing. Its construction is very light. So that makes for a board that pops up on the plane nice and quickly, is very controllable. Foot straps are very comfortable, not too hardcore. You can move them out onto the rail if you wish, but you can also move them in. And a deck, which can also actually be used as a wing almost, to apply pressure on the front of this to give you stability. Now let's compare it to the Predator.